Hello. Character rigs need controllers for the hips that will allow them to move independent from the rest of the rig. And I'm going to show you how I go about setting up mine. So this is an old model. It's kind of fun to load them up once in a while. So these are the controllers. This is the root control, as you can see here. Now, the hips control, which is down here, is a child of the root, as are all of the FK controls for the spine and the shoulders and the eye stalks for this guy. And I've also got the arm pull vectors in there as well. Okay, so if we take the hips controller and if we move it, that stuff's going to go along with it. And if we rotate it, well, everything's going to rotate with it. Now we want to be able to rotate the hips independently, really important for realistic motion. So we could rotate the hips like that so that the weight of the body is on the left hip. But if we did that, we would need to counter rotate that by selecting the next spine joint and rotating it back. So that's what you would call counter animating, which is counterproductive. Okay, so what I have here is a hips joint which will allow you to rotate the hips completely independent of the root joint. And the way that happens is this is a child of that. And so if this rotates, everything follows along with it. And the reason being is because the joint, actually the hips joint, or the hips group, which is a parent of the hips joint, is orient constrained to this guy. So if we rotate that guy, and this is where its pivot is, then the hips are going to follow along. And since this is a child of this, well, that's going to follow, and everything's going to propagate across. So it's just a simple parenting and then orient constraining to this control. I hope that helps. Have a good one.